going, everybody? Yes, before you ask, I understand that I'm in the middle of Galactic takeover and all that, but there's a good reason behind that, I promise. I have to think. Okay, I've got it. See that copy of Lego Star Wars over there? That's my Pulsewave video this week, and I can't get it because there's a, a knockoff Indiana Jones over there with a fucking lightsaber.
Hey, I heard that!
Yeah, whatever. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over there, attempt to overtake him with my lightsaber, and then force pull a copy of Lego Star Wars back to my home planet of Jackoff, review it, and then we'll be good from there. Okay, camera guy, follow the disc back to Jackoff. If I don't make it back in time, you're our only hope to finish this video.
I will do what I must.
You will try!
Wait, hold on. Really? Prequel memes? Really? You think that's what this video is gonna be about? Prequel memes? Finish the video. Okay, since we're now able to properly play this game, let's get into it. Lego Star Wars was a game series that I adored as a kid. Lego games up to this point had just been set in the Lego universes, not venturing into anything besides their established IPs. However, on that fateful day of March 29th, 2005, the Lego game genre would never be the same again. With the booming success of Lego Star Wars the video game, the creatives over at LEGO Studios and Traveler's Tales realized the best way to make money would be to make more of these comedic LEGO recreations of other companies' IPs. The LEGO Island games were pretty good, however, if they hadn't gotten in touch with LucasArts, I feel like Traveler's Tales, the developer of every licensed LEGO game since, would not be anywhere near the level of success that they have achieved today. If you haven't played any LEGO game, then what are you doing here? Just go play one, and then come back when you have. Because the LEGO games are some of the most fun multiplayer games that have been on shelves, that will be on shelves, and that are on shelves today. But the basic premise of LEGO games are to traverse the stories of whatever IP it may be. Star Wars, Harry Potter, Indiana Jones, or even the Marvel superhero universe. Is to put an extremely needed, in some cases comedic tone to the stories. Let's take, for example, Count Dooku's death in Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. Instead of showing Count Dooku getting decapitated, we just see Anakin double down the lightsabers and just murk that poor Dooku. And speaking of massacre, can we just take a moment of silence for how they massacred my poor boy Anakin? Like, what is that hairpiece? Anywho, the story from Lego Star Wars the video game takes the reins from the prequel trilogy, Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith. And no matter what your opinion on the prequels really is, I have a strong feeling that you will adore the games as much as I have. In Lego Star Wars, there are 4 main types of characters that you can choose from during the story and what's called free play mode. Free play is basically going through the Star Wars story with characters that most definitely shouldn't be in it. Like taking, Yoda into the fight with Darth Maul. While it would have been funny to see that ketamine-driven Beyblade take out Darth Maul, it's just, that's not how the story goes. But the first of the 4 main types are the Jedi and Sith, and then the Gunners, each of which have their own strengths and weaknesses, like how the lightsaber users can do a double jump, and to make up for that, the Gunners can use a grappling hook at specified locations. Next are the droids, primarily just R2, R4, and C-3PO. Their main purpose is to open doors, and that's really about it. You can usually switch to them to access a door to get a specific mini kit or to do whatever the f*** this was. When I tell you that when my friend and I played this over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/ultimateumbrion with 2 N's, link in the description, and our jaws dropped.
I don't quite know how I feel about this.
The comedians are twerking.
I back it up. Is it fat enough?
I really wish that I was joking. We were just messing around in the room trying to get all of the studs that we could and stumbled upon the Camino Twerk Festival, and I don't think either of us have been the same since. The last primary type of character is Jar Jar. I mean, he does nothing but jump. I really wish that were a joke too. I mean, if you chose Jar Jar through a playthrough, you might as well consider yourself dead, because he doesn't do anything. He doesn't even get a ground pound, doesn't get a gun, doesn't even get to use his Sith Lord powers for some fucking reason. But he can jump to the fucking moon and back. Like I had said before, the primary objective is to just play through the story of the prequel trilogy as troglodytely as possible. If you decide, for some reason, to go through all of the prequel trilogy as the ketamine Beyblade like I talked about earlier, be my guest. But he was by far my least favorite part of this game. Each movie goes through pretty much the same story with slight differences here and there. But, I mean, if you played the LEGO games without seeing the movies and didn't care about the dialogue and just wanted a very basic understanding of the story, I think that you'll be fine. In terms of stage types, they were mostly the same hack and slash, point A to point B type levels, but there were also some that made me want to jump into the lava of Mustafar. Like the Mustafar level, where you had to jump across the lava of Mustafar. It got to the point where the guy I was playing with dropped out so that we could actually make it to the other side, since the camera doesn't follow one or the other. It's just stagnant with both of you in it. One that a lot of people have trouble with that I didn't really have trouble with was the pod racing level. I mean, it wasn't easy, but it was nothing compared to the LAAT gunship level. That was just hell incarnate in a video game. If there was a part that was my favorite, it would probably just be the general traversing of each level. It doesn't really matter what level it is as long as you're playing with another person, which I would highly recommend for a LEGO licensed game. It's probably the best way you're going to have fun. I know I just spoke about microtransactions in the previous video on Infinite Runners. However, these microtransactions don't cost any actual money. In fact, in the first LEGO Star Wars game, since it was only released on consoles that didn't have their own online marketplaces, you physically couldn't buy anything with real money. But the studs you collect throughout the game, be it from killing enemies, destroying items in the story, or hell, even destroying poor Dex's diner, can be used to purchase other characters to use in free play modes, hints to find mini kits, extras, and even more. I highly recommend anyone watching this video who didn't listen to me in the beginning to go play any of the LEGO games. They're all super fun and all follow the source material better than, well, most other licensed games that come out. While it did age, I won't say it aged as bad as something like, Star Wars on the Atari 2600, the bird vs. camel one. LEGO Star Wars is still extremely playable and still a whole world of fun. Now, to go back to the fight on Goth, I have to go finish filming whatever fight Brayden and Montana James were having, and, let's hope for the better that when I took the first LEGO Star Wars game, Montana didn't lock up Brayden's copy of LEGO Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, as well.
Hopefully we can relax. Wait! Where's my copy of LEGO Star Wars 2?
It seems that in your anger, I have stolen it from you.
Son of a bitch!